little bite to eat next door at a place which I've just heard about, and so I sat down to have a bite, which was a Japanese pasta restaurant. It's next door, so you can check it out next week if you want. And I sat at the bar, and there was a lovely Japanese woman who waited on me, and I was having a conversation with her. And I asked her if she knew what this word meant. And to my delight, she knew right away what it meant. And she told me that Taikyo had to do with what happens inside the belly when a woman is pregnant. This word is apparently fairly well known in Japanese culture, and it was a word that I heard for the first time from Michikushi as meaning embryological education. And that means the kind of education, the kinds of things that go into our children even before they are born into this world. And that's when health starts. From the very moment of conception, it was always understood, not only in Japan, but in most traditional cultures, that we were already educating, right? We were already feeding, we were already nourishing the child, not just through what was being inhaled or drunk or eaten, but through our moods, through our attitude, through our conversation, through the exposure to various kind of stimuli in the environment, to our relationships, and to the very vibrations of our thoughts. And so it was always understood that on body, mind, and spirit, there was an important consideration for a mother to be very aware that they were creating life inside. She was creating a new life inside that was immediately being educated as soon as that egg and sperm met and made that explosion of life dividing and growing inside. So now we have a tremendous amount of emerging research that tells us, not from any kind of traditional cultural viewpoint, but from longitudinal studies of what happened in those first 9 months of our embryological life before we were actually born, and how it played out in our life, of what kind of illnesses we had as children, what kind of experience we had as young adults, and what kind of health or sickness we actually have as we grow. And maybe you've seen in the last 6 months to a year this research starting to emerge in the popular culture, talking about the fact that what happened to you in the womb, what happens when we are in the embryological developmental stage, impacts our whole life. Now this is not just some kind of folklore or some kind of belief of a culture, but it's becoming clear that it's hard science. It's true to the letter that what goes in during those times when we're developing sets the foundation, right? As did the ancestral energy in terms of DNA or hereditary factor that was there all the way back 7 generations.